Hi everybody. So today is Tuesday and I'm pretty much laying low this week at home, and I do little things like get out. I'm an extrovert, so it's really difficult for me to stay at home and do absolutely nothing. So I have to reward myself or do these little outings just to keep my own sanity. And so I said to myself, okay, Sheree, you deserve a Starbucks. So Starbucks, you are my blessing. Because, according to my husband, there's one that's called Sheree's or My Starbucks, and that's because it's located so close to my house. And they have a drive-through, so the one off of Dove Valley here in the 23rd Avenue, something like that, I frequent this one, and it's because I do feel like I can get out, get something like a little treat, and then come back home, and feels like I've driven to Flagstaff and back in my mind. But I was listening to the radio on my way to Starbucks, and it was that song. I listened to K-Love, and it was that song about how God takes twists and turns and can take difficult things in our lives and use them to turn them into a symphony. It's a metaphor, but in other words, something beautiful. And I would say since school started, we're into our third or fourth week, I can't remember now, third week, fourth week, it's been a challenge for me to just stay home. I'm working from home, grading papers, things like that, but I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I'm going to miss out on something. Another blessing is FaceTime, because Terry, my coworker, has been able to FaceTime me during our devotions, so I don't miss out on those, and I got to hear some amazing stories last week. Hopefully I can do that again this week. And, another blessing is there's this news anchor out in LA who developed lymphoma, and someone on Facebook shared her story with me, and it just brought me to tears this morning because I know exactly what she's going through. I know exactly how she feels, and she brought up the part about feeling like you are going to miss out on something. I thought, bingo, that is how I feel many times. I would say this last treatment has been a little different from the rest. So I just finished my 5th. I've got one more to go, and I'm so thankful. I can't believe I still have my hair. That is a miracle. It is really thinning every day. Tons comes out. I don't have big clumps, but if you go like that, every time hair comes out. So I get scared. I get scared that, okay, I'm going to wash my hair today. Is it going to fall out? I'm going to brush my hair now. Is it going to fall out? So I always have that in the back of my head. But it's still there, so that's a blessing. There are times where I just think, just fall out and get it over with, so I don't have to worry about it anymore, but I'm glad I have it. But I would say this last time, energy level is definitely decreased big time. My nose on one side will not stop dripping. It's almost like half my body says you have a head cold and half of it says you don't, so I sound nasally. I'm going in today for some IV therapy to get some vitamins, and I think that will definitely boost my immune system and help me. But I feel kind of not as chipper, not as uppity up, I would say, the month prior. And maybe it's because, you get busy with work, or you feel like you're missing out, and you start to look at things you don't have, or things that you want, or things that you can't do, rather than what you can do. And I thought, Sheree, yeah, your mind is so powerful. You've not had your mind in the right place. And I am in God's word, I am in prayer, but something just kind of, I don't know, I think of like a fish hook pulling me the wrong way, wrapped around my neck. And so I really want to say thank you to friends who send me text messages and family members who call in to say, hey, how are you doing today? Because those little tiny things, they brighten up my day. They bring me a smile, and they help me so much with my mindset. And I don't know, it just kind of dawned on me today, think of what symphony God is writing right now through all of this. Look forward and think, what are some cool ways He's going to bring people together? What are some cool things that are going to happen because of this? And start looking for the good, and start looking for the blessings. Here I am saying blessings are everywhere, keep your eyes open, but I don't think I was this last 3 weeks. I mean, I I would force myself to do it, and other people would say to me, hey, what's your blessing today? And that really helped. But I just had an aha moment on my way to Starbucks of, yeah, God's writing a symphony, Sheree, and look for it, and be anxious for it, and anticipate it. And, don't let your mind wander through the what ifs or the have nots, and just be anxious to see what awesome things God's going to continue to do. I mean, He's already healed me. That, to me, is just so amazing. And there's so many side effects I could have, and I don't have them. That's another amazing miracle. There's so much good. I don't know why we tend to gravitate towards the other stuff, but we do. So you need a village. You need community. You need friends. You need family. So if you're going through something, don't keep it to yourself. Share, because they're going to be there for you, and they're going to help you through it. And I don't know what I would do without my friends and family and my coworkers and the support of my church and the support of my my church at school. I feel like that's another church for me. So I know I'm making this a long video, but man, did I have an aha moment just a few minutes ago. I don't drink and drive, so I pulled over. Just kidding. I'm trying to be silly. No, I did not want to make a video, obviously, while I'm driving down the road. That would be really dangerous unless I had a Tesla. Maybe that should be on my wish list. I need a Tesla. That's what I need. That would be a big blessing. But just keep praying. It's an emotional ride. Anybody with cancer, that's probably going to be the hardest part. Is the emotional roller coaster that you're on. And I know that chemotherapy makes you way more emotional, but it makes you see life in a whole new set of lenses, that's for sure. So I am feeling joyful and I am feeling happy, although my face doesn't show it. I am truly looking forward to what God's going to do this next year and the years after that. So listen to Caleb. 89.1. The music is really, really touching and inspiring. And if you're going through something, just remember God's using it for good. And He is going to turn it into a beautiful symphony. And remember to share what you're going through, because you need community. God made us to be with other people, not alone. And I just love all the people who've continued to make us dinners and bring us meals and check in and support us through prayer. Thank you for the cards that come in the mail and the flowers that are dropped off. I swear, I feel so blessed and so loved. And thank you to all my coworkers at work that are holding the fort down. And I'll be back next week, and I just want to say blessings are everywhere. You do have to keep your eyes open, and you do need to look for them, but they are there, and you will find them. So just remember that. Bye, everybody.